Hello people, welcome to another episode of Iron Fist Mining. When we last saw, I was fabricating a classifier deck that goes into my rock discharge deck for my sluice boxes and talking about shit talkers. I'm down in my usual spot and it's way flooded. That little island thing that I'm always kind of walking out on, it's got water going over it. It's the 4th of July, America's Independence Day, and California is passing some stupid laws, man. There's one that they're trying to take our guns away from us so we can't protect our state. And the other is that we have this huge drought that's going on. Well, if we're having a drought, why are you releasing 10 times the normal flow of water for this time of year? And they're doing it in the Sacramento River, the American River, all the big rivers here in California. They're just dumping it out to the sea. So I stand with those few patriots that are saying, I will not comply. If you believe in that, go to your Facebook, put a hashtag, and I will not comply to these new laws that they're trying to pass, taking away your constitutional rights and freedoms. And it's the 4th of July, so I'm going to talk about this stuff because that's what this day is about. Not putting up with despotic type of behavior. It's not freedom, it's communism or something. Anyway, I got my work set out for me. It is hard as shit to find gold in high water because all the spots that the water's covering in the deepest points are usually the best points to get it. So I may or may not find a lot of gold. I think I'm going to set up right here and then work this or something. I got to do some spot panning. This shit takes a while, so stick around, stay tuned. Maybe I'll find some. So an hour and a half has gone by. There wasn't a lot of gold in the spot pans, and I figured I wasn't going to get much, but I hit bottom at one spot. And I cleared out that area, and then I was sticking the pan back in and it wasn't showing much color, so I either got some or I didn't. Inevitably something always extra blows into the mix, so I do have some rough aggregate in there, but primarily it's just the stuff I want. Pretty dark and rich looking junk. Got some black sand stuck to the side. But I'll have to go through and pan that out and see what I have. I did see a chunk of gold in the sluice, so we'll have to wait and see. I did a thing of digging, and then where I couldn't get the shovel in anymore, I whipped out the 3-inch hand dredge and cleaned it out, left none for the next guy. Made a nice little beach area here. Oh, it's that red stuff in the quartz. Oh, there's a red crystal attached to that. Weird. It's something I don't see all the time. The red crystal. I did find another crystal too. I almost didn't see it. I caught it while it was going by. See if it's still in my pocket. Clear like glass. It's a nice little piece. Catches good light. But sometimes when they're in the water and they're going by, you can barely see them. See how it disappears? There it is. Oh, disappear. Compared to that one, you barely even see it. Oh, I like it. Shiny, 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 shiny. Usually when I find these clear ones, there's good gold by, and then I hit the bottom. And these are always on the bottom. I don't know why. They're probably more dense than the quartz hit the red crystal. Trippy. Keepers. Ooh, there's another crystal. But it's crappy. I don't keep the crappy ones. So yeah, let's get to panning. Alright, so a couple minutes has gone by, and I reduced everything that was in the bucket to that one pan, and the screen did its job and caught all the heavies that I liked. This was all the extra crap that blew in there. This big old circle of crap. It was like 4 pans. And it was just a quick cleanup to break it down to this, the darker, full of goodness stuff that I'm looking for. I'm going to screen it out in additional time. These blue pans with these extra ridges are really cool to use. It seems to not let the gold slip out, but I can't see the gold in this damn blue. It's good for silver or platinum, but unless you got a really good eye, man, it's hard to see it. Or you got a lot of gold, it really stands out in the black. So I'm going to put my little metal colander in there for like getting the water off titers and such. Clear out them there little rocks and see what kind of gold I got. It's probably not too much. I did see some in there, but we'll find out. Alright, so 2 hours long have gone by. I was done about 1 o'clock and then took till now, which it's 3 o'clock, to get the gold out of all that junk. It's not a bad little take for the water being so high. The larger of the chunks are from the bottom end. I never hold this still enough so I'll focus. Still got some of those mercury sands in there, but the bulk of the flour gold's up at the top. That larger chunk there in the corner of this guy, anything big is indicative of finding the bottom at this location. And for only digging for an hour, it's not too bad. Hour and a half. Fan her out a little bit there. Just a bunch of little pieces. When they all clump together, it's not going to be much. It looks like more than it is. And when the water's high, you usually don't get a lot. But for that amount of time, it's not too bad. So here's my big old fingers. It looks bigger in the pan. So maybe I got 2 good fingernail size. Pointer finger, index finger. So, not too bad. I think I'm going to spot pan a little bit, see if I come up with something. Walk around, look for some crystals. Alright, so I kind of meandered around a little bit. Panned a little bit more. And I didn't really find a whole bunch. So I primarily, what you saw in there, I took out, and the surrounding area didn't have much more. So that's what I ended up with today. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera or not with the old sun in the way. Not too shabby. That's kind of spot on with how big it is. Inside the pan under the water, it really kind of lies to you. So it wasn't really that much, but I did get some. 4th of July shiny. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna clean up my crap. Get the hell on out of here before they start popping off them fireworks, freaking out my dogs. But I got some shiny. Oh, shiny. Get the sun on it. Shiny, shiny, shiny. There you go, Mr. LeClaire. Not a lot of gold. But it's always better when the water isn't so high. Normally the beach is at the edge of that big rock. So here's the beach. The beach is underwater. Look at how wet my shorts are. I was clear up to my waist. So, yeah. Pack up and get on out. Gonna do it for Iron Fist Mining, man. Thanks for tuning in and watching, people.